Hi guys, so today I want to talk about 14 dark aspects of female nature. And these are things we normally don't learn in school, you don't learn from your parents, you don't learn from the society. But there are things you have to deal with, and they don't necessarily mean that women are bad or that ladies are bad, but most of them are evolutionary adaptations that increases our survival as a species, and that increases the survival chances of both women and children. Okay, so in many cases, men may find themselves at the sharp end of the stick, but it's important to remember that most of them are because of survival imperatives. The first one is that women love chaos. The Greeks represented the female as a goddess Pandora. The female aspect of life was represented as a goddess Pandora. You know about Pandora's box. So that's how they represented the female, and it's because they found the feminine to be very tempestuous or very turbulent. It was always chaotic, you could never understand it. But all this arises from the female ovulatory cycle and female being, women being emotional beings, okay? Females tend to be more emotional than rational. So that's number one. They tend to love chaos. They get bored very fast. And that's why you're also always told you need to take her out, you need to entertain and so on, because they get bored very, very fast. So that's number one. The second one is females, they shift expectations. And this is a problem men have because, like, for example, you take your wife or your girlfriend to school, she gets more educated than you, and then what happens is she elevates her expectations of you. Instead of elevating you, her expectations of you are elevated. Of course, a few women don't do that, but those are the exceptions. Most cases, her expectations change, and then she leaves you. She says, "You're not my type." So that's number two. They have shifting expectations. The third one is that women love bad boys, okay? We have what we call the dark triad. Bad boys are generally people who have the dark triad personality, psychopathy, narcissistic personality, and Machiavellianism. Women love them, and most of the times they love them because they cannot have them. So that is the third dark aspect of female nature. The fourth one is that women can also be very cold. The reason we have abortion laws in the US is because women wanted abortion as a fail-safe for failed hypergamy. So women think that they should be allowed to kill babies when they have babies of men that they don't want or they don't love. You'll never hear of someone aborting the child of a king or a tycoon, for example. So that is a fourth aspect of female nature. They can be very cold, they can kill. Look at the story of Samson and Delilah and Amagere and so on. Women do what they have to do, okay? The fifth one is the love of women is mainly for survival. It's not for romance, and it's not idealistic like the love of men. That is why you're told as a man, you have to have something, okay? We have Gwen Guthrie who sang the song No Romance Without Finance, okay? Destiny's Child sang Bills, Bills, Bills. So women's love is mainly for survival, and in many cases when you find the man loses his job, many marriages come to an end. That's why we have housewives, but we don't have house husbands, okay? The sixth one is that many women today, particularly modern women, they prefer a lifestyle as opposed to a relationship. They'd rather be a side chick to a rich guy than be the wife of a regular guy. So that is also a very dark aspect of female nature that is becoming more and more of a reality today. The seventh aspect is that women like to keep their options open, even when they're in a relationship. That's why they keep their Instagram accounts, and most of them, they just post thirst traps there. It's just photos to get the male attention. They're courting male attention. So this is also another aspect of female nature. It's to facilitate monkey branching. They keep men on the friend zone. They always want to make sure they have plan B. That is a dark aspect of female nature. The eighth one is that many ladies, they struggle with appreciating what they get from their men. And this was captured by the British anthropologist called Robert Briffault. And Briffault formulated what is called Briffault's law. And it says that everything that a man does to a woman has diminishing returns. You have to keep doing something new every other day. Otherwise, what you did in the past, it does not matter. And that is the reality of life. The ninth one is that women hate beta males. Of course, beta males are males who are agreeable. They don't put themselves first. They are nice guys. And women don't like them. They don't have their children. They cuckold them and so on. Many marriages today, many men raise children who are not theirs. And it is because the women see them as beta males. They don't want to perpetuate the genes of beta males. That's a dark aspect of female nature. In masculinity, we talk about alpha facts and beta needs. So they get the seed of the alpha, and then they get the beta male to raise the child. The 10th dark aspect of female nature is that females make tyrannical leaders. You'll find in most cases when boys are being raised or the men are being raised, you're told never allow your wife to pay the rent of the house, because in many cases where the woman takes the lead or she feels that she's the one who is in charge of where you are living, in case of a conflict, she's going to throw you out. Many marriages end when the women start earning more than their husbands and so on. It's because as leaders, women really struggle to be fair, and they feel that they need actually more than what they have in case of a man earning less than them. So they always want the men to lead, and this is also because of hypergamy. Okay. The 11th one is women also don't downgrade. If a woman has a man or is seduced by a man who is driving a Mercedes, she's not going to be happy when she ends up with a man who is driving a Toyota. If you're a man, if you lose a job, she is not going to allow you to move from a very up-end estate to a lower-end estate. They struggle with that. Men have no issue with it, but women do not downgrade. That's a big, big challenge. And that's one reason why when men start struggling, you find the relationship ends and she moves on to the guy who can give her the lifestyle that she actually wants. The 12th one is women don't like accountability. So if you try to hold them accountable, they're going to try to shift the blame, and most cases they play the victim. For example, if a woman wants to end a relationship, rather than just say, okay, I've had enough, I want to leave, she's going to start creating chaos and going to fabricate some certain fights so that you fight, and then she blames you for for being the person who ended that particular relationship or marriage. So they don't want to be accountable. They don't want to be held responsible. Also, women struggle with the truth. When a man is fat, he's told he's fat. When you tell a woman she's fat, she's telling you are going to be body shaming her. They're going to talk about body positivity and so on. So in many cases, words are used to describe the truth, but women use words to create the truth. So they struggle with the truth. And the 14th one is that women are moral relativists. If a woman wants something from you, maybe she wants money or she wants something you have, she's going to be whoever you want her to be. Once she's got whatever she wanted, then she reverts to who she is. And that's why we tell guys, always look at a woman's past, because it's her past that will tell you who she is, not who she is now. Okay? So see you on the next one.